my gosh. Help. Ah! This is not a good idea, is it? Whoa. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Firstly, before we get into the video, I just want to apologise for the lighting because it was so difficult to find somewhere in my room that had decent lighting. I know this is not the best, but it's... I don't even know what to say. It's not good. Let's be honest, it's not good. But I really wanted to sit down and film this video. I've literally had the biggest struggle. I did a massive Amazon order of books. Oh yeah, this is a book haul, by the way. They took so long to come. I was getting so stressed out because I really just wanted to film this video and I wanted my books. They're here now, so I'm just gonna stop talking and get on with the video. Shall I move my chair? I'm gonna move my chair. I swear like reading books and buying books are two completely separate hobbies. I love them both, but buying books, it just scratches that part of my brain that I need. So as you can imagine, I spend a lot of money on books, so I'm just going to show you where all that money goes. I think you can see them in the background. So many to get through, so I'm just going to get on with it. Okay, so the first couple books that I bought, I got from a website called World of Books because my friend Zoe was telling me about it. And oh my gosh, you can get books for so cheap. I got 3 books for under £10. What? They are secondhand, but I really don't mind because I write in my books, I mess them up, like I use my books to their full potential. So the first one I got was The Woman in the Window. I always see one of my favourite booktubers talking about this book. The only thing is, England's book covers, as you'll see throughout this video, are just not the cutest. I think there was like 3 options of this book cover. The American one, which I did want, was the most expensive, so I was like, I probably shouldn't. You can choose like the quality of book that you want, so I think this one was like new. The only thing is like it has a cracked spine and stuff, but I crack spines in my books anyway. I know some people don't do that, but I can't read like that. I'm not going to go through what all of these books are about. That will take me a very long time because I have like 30 books to show you, so I'm just going to show you the books. But yeah, I got The Woman in the Window. I love thriller books, so I'm really excited to read this. Next I got The Bees by Laline Paul. I think it's basically like the bees represent humans in society because it says accept, obey, serve. Gripping and frightening. Changes the way we see our world. Ambitious, propulsive, addictive, astonishing. Also, I love the cover of this. I think it's so cute. So this book is called My Sister the Serial Killer by Oyinkan Braithwaite. I follow this girl called Alice on Instagram. I love all the stories that she puts on, but she mentioned this book in one of her stories and she said it was a really good read and it just really caught my eye. I am the type of person that does judge a book by its cover. I think this book is about a sister that just keeps killing her boyfriends and she calls her sister for help. I'm not too sure. I don't really know what any of these books are about. Also, I did mention that I got this off World of Books, so it's secondhand, right? Look how cute this is. So I opened up the first page. I just thought that was really cute. I don't know their reasons for donating this book because obviously it's secondhand and I think that's really cute, but I don't know what their relationship's like, so I'm not one to judge. But I think that's cute and it made me smile when I opened the book. So my mum came to visit me and we went shopping and I was like, do you mind if we just pop into Waterstones? And she was like, no, I don't mind at all. And then when we got in there, she was like, you can treat yourself and I will pay. And I was like, Mom, I'm just going to go through all the books that my mum bought me, and can I just say I've never been into Waterstones and bought this many books because I would not be able to afford it, but my mum. So the first book she got me is My Policeman by Bethan Roberts. I'm not gonna lie, I got this book because Harry Styles is one of the main characters in the movie. I'm obviously gonna watch the movie because Harry Styles, I mean there's a poster of him right there. If I can, before I watch anything that's adapted from a book, I like to read the book first. Then the next book she got me was You and Me on Vacation by Emily Henry. Look how beautiful this cover is. I actually did pick this up yesterday and start reading the first couple pages. I'm going to wait for it to get a bit more sunny so I can read this because I actually got woken up today by the rain. Then my mum got me probably the most hyped up BookTok book ever. It's The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I think I'm like the only person left in the world that hasn't read this book yet, so my mum really kindly bought that for me. Also, I love this cover of the book compared to the American one. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what this book's about. If you've watched my Verity reading blog, you'll know that I like to go into a book knowing absolutely nothing. I said that when people tell me it's like an enemies to lovers, I find that as a spoiler. I know, that's maybe a bit too extreme, but I just like to know nothing about a book so I can be completely surprised and have no idea where it's going. It's risky. It is risky, but all the books I read I love, so it works. I picked up like 4 books already and then we went to go pay and they had this right by the till and I was looking at it and my mum could tell that I was looking at it and she was like, if you want it, just get it because I know you're gonna regret it if you don't. I'm so glad that I did. This is my favourite book ever. I do have a whole reading vlog on this and it is spoiler free, so if you haven't read the book you can still watch the video. The last book that my mum bought me from Waterstones was a classic. It's The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. This is quite a small book actually. I feel like I could get through this in 2 days. I've been wanting to read it for the longest time now, so I will be reading that very soon. I bought the complete After book series. £15 for all these books, and look how big they are as well. This story actually traumatized me for a while and I couldn't tell anyone. To me it was like the most embarrassing thing ever. My mum basically caught me reading the original fanfiction and my older brother was there and he was like, what's it called, what's it called? And I was like, nothing. And then my mum basically asked to see my iPod Touch. My iPod Touch. I was reading it on my iPod Touch. That's how long ago it was. Yeah, my mum was like, what are you reading? And I was like, nothing. Nothing, what are you reading? Like, I was such a bad liar. And then my brother googled it and then it came up with like, warning, this is a very dirty fan fiction. And obviously I was little, like I was a young girl, nowhere near old enough to be reading fan fiction. It was the 50 Shades of Grey of our day and age. That story actually traumatized me, but now I feel comfortable enough to tell the story and I feel comfortable enough to buy the books, although I probably won't read them in front of anyone. But anyway, for £15 I got After We Collided, and if you think that's big, After We Fell. I thought A Little Life was big. This is almost 1,000 pages. Oh, I can't wait to crack that spine. I kind of want to do it now, but I'm going to save it for when I read it. Oh yeah, After Ever Happy, which I think is coming out soon, maybe in summer. And then Before. I love that on this book it says there's only one direction, follow your heart. Like, because it's a fan fiction that was based on Harry Styles. Just genius, honestly, just genius. Okay, so the next book that I bought, I got when I went charity shopping with my best friend. Basically we walked for like an hour looking for charity shops, and when we got there neither of us bought any clothes, but I did see this book and I was really surprised because I've seen a lot about this book. Like, I've heard a lot, but it's meant to be good. It's The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. The main character is called Alicia and it's spelt, look, oh my gosh, Alicia's diary. I don't even know if you can see that. Okay, but it's spelt the exact same way as mine, which I just thought is mad because like we looked so long for charity shops, couldn't really find anything good. The only thing I bought was this one book. The main character is called Alicia, and then I just flicked open to like a random page and I saw that it said Alicia, and then on this page it said April, which is my friend that I went charity shopping with. I was like, wow, that is really meant to be. Then I picked up The Dinner Guest by B.P. Walter. I really have not heard a lot about this book. I think I've seen it once or twice. I just read Verity and I wanted to get some more thrillers, some more like creepy books, so I picked this up from the Works because it was £3. Works is so good for cheap books that you see like on BookTok. Also from the Works, I picked up Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. I saw someone on TikTok say that this gives them To Kill a Mockingbird vibes. I actually have one of my baby names from that book. Right after this video, I had to go shopping. So I just like popped into Waterstones. I wasn't going to buy anything, but then I saw this book. I got it. It's mine now and I love it. So yeah, I had to pick this up when they said that. So next I picked up another series that I've seen a lot on BookTok and BookTube. It's The Fine Print. I think the series is called Dreamland Billionaires. Yeah, so this one's called The Fine Print and then this one's called Terms and Conditions. Another series that I picked up, I am so excited for this one. The Inheritance Games. So I got the first one and the second one, which is called The Hawthorn Legacy. The issue I have with this, okay, why is America's cover this? So nice, gives me Knives Out vibes. The UK's is this. Okay, it's not ugly, it's not the worst, but once you see America's and then you see ours, it actually made me almost not buy the book. But anyway, this is the book that I am currently reading. This is the book that I put all of the books on hold for. So I actually picked up Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover because I was going to do reading as many Colleen Hoover books in 24 hours as possible. So I bought this book for myself, and then my sister, I think like the week after, she bought me like quite a few things from my Amazon wishlist. Completely forgot that I had this on my Amazon wishlist and bought me this book again. So I have 2 copies of this book, but I really don't mind because the copy that my sister bought me, I started reading and I was like annotating and I was like taking it everywhere with me because I was traveling to and from home. It got like messed up. There's like makeup, a mysterious stain on the side of it, all the pages are like folded. That book has really been through it, but never have I underlined so many quotes in a book before. I love this book so much. It's like my 5 stars are up here and this is like right there. Oh, the lighting is just not the best. Next I actually picked up some poetry books, which is not like me because I always say that I hate poetry. I don't think that's true, to be honest. My sister bought me Milk and Honey for my 14th birthday and I couldn't really like understand that many of them because, you know, I was 14, I hadn't been through it. But now I'm like, okay, I'm older, I might be able to relate to a lot more of the poems in these books. My friend Jasmine actually recommended this to me. So it's called Pillow Thoughts. This was the poetry book that I'd seen on TikTok, you know, when they like just record the page and then they have like the music over it, and I'm like, Wow, I think it's an independent seller, if I'm right. It's called You'll Come Back to Yourself by Michaela... Sorry, oh my gosh. I can't read the cursive writing. Moving on to the last stack of books. This book, I'm not gonna lie, this was a complete impulse buy. I went into Asda to buy some wrapping paper and a birthday card, and I saw this and I was in a rush, and I wanted to buy a book just because it cheers me up. I have absolutely no idea what this book is about. It was £4.50 from Asda, so I got this one just because it's by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It's called Maybe in Another Life. I definitely will give this a read because I read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I also picked up brand new. This is not for me, it's for my brother's girlfriend. Then I got Daisy Jones and the Six, again by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've heard that this is meant to be like on the same level as The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Again, I do prefer the American cover because it gives me more like Fleetwood Mac vibes, which is, I think, is like the whole vibe of the book. It's like following a band around, and I think it's like a love story at the same time. There's like romance in there. I got A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. I've heard really good things about this book. I might do a reading vlog on it. Then I picked up Ace of Spades. I haven't read this yet, but I've heard amazing things about it. I think there are some sensitive subjects in there. It's a thriller with a shocking twist that delves deep into the heart of institutionalized racism. This is definitely on my TBR list. I want to read this as soon as possible. If you've made it this far, thank you. Oh my gosh, there's so much talking, so many books. So next I got The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. A fake relationship between scientists meets the irresistible force of attraction. It throws one woman's carefully calculated theories of love into chaos. I think it's meant to be like, what's the word? Academia romance. I got Layla by Colleen Hoover. I read Verity, and as you know, it's my favourite book, and this is meant to have like similar vibes to Verity. I think people that have read it preferred Verity to this, but I'm definitely going to give this a read. The only thing is though, like, it's weirdly sized. Like, can you see? Like, it's bigger than a normal book. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do my research on this book and I'm a bit scared. It's about the supernatural. I don't mess with stuff like that. Even reading about it, I don't. I opened the book and it said, "For Beckham, when I die, you'll be the first person I horn. You are so much fun to scare." Next page. The supernatural is the natural not yet understood. So, not too sure about that. And then the last book I have in my haul today is The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osmond. In a peaceful retirement village, 4 unlikely friends meet up once a week to investigate unsolved murders. I think like a killing takes place on their very doorstep. I mean, I don't think that. I mean, I literally just read that off the book. And they try and like solve it. Because I study criminology at uni, I think this is right in my interest area. Is that a saying? I don't know. But yeah, that was all the books that I've bought recently. There are so many. Like, this is one stack and this is the other. I'm not letting myself buy any more books now. As much as I could literally go on Amazon and buy the same amount of books again, I'm not gonna let... Oh my gosh, that really scared me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon.